Is this video for sailing and entertainment purposes only? You're dang skippy it is.
Who's your favorite reaction channel? Somebody asked.
Karina.
I held on to the nurse.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
Obsessed with Karina Kaboom. What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
I was ghosted tonight.
He had one bite of those eggs and he accepted.
Eggs.
What's it like knowing that your Amberlynn's the one that got away? I am not fazed.
It's the holidays.
What are you doing out here?
Hello everybody. In today's video, for the low introductory price of absolutely nothing, you heard it here last, Amberlynn is raging about ex's Destiny and Becky and their deceased mothers. I wish that I was coming at you with the intro in a different way, but that's the reality. Maybe don't talk about Becky since she asked you not to. Maybe don't bring up people that are no longer with us, right? Just maybe we don't want to do that. But this is Amber's Q&A. She will never stop talking about Becky until Becky exposes her. Just a little foreshadowing for the video. Rinse, lather, delusion, Kermit, repeat. So if you could not tell already from my ridiculous intro, as always, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm only sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information made public by public figures. I would urge you to please be kind in the comment section to these people. Please do not go out of your way to go to these people's channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Okay, before we start, two things. These are my opinions. Number one, she is choosing these questions on purpose because she wants this out there. She wants to hurt Destiny. She wants to hurt Becky. And in my opinion, she even wants to hurt their mothers that are no longer with us, which I feel is the worst part, okay? So whether she wrote this question herself, because the community believes that she writes a lot of her own questions, or if she didn't and somebody truly asked this question, my personal opinion, please let me know what you think in the comments, is that she should not have picked this question. If she wanted to make this statement, there's other ways to make the statement. And by the way, obviously, Amber has said this before. This question is in part about the altercation that Amber had with Destiny's mother, who's no longer with us, okay? This also brings up Becky's mother, who's no longer with us. So there's a few things going on here. Number one, Becky has extensively asked Amber to stop talking about her. Amber threatened her with suing her. Amber said that she will get the law involved if Becky says anything about her. But Amber continues to speak about Becky. Even before this happened, Becky has asked for years, can you please stop talking about me? Amber says that she will and continues to monetize content about Becky and continues to talk about Becky. Now you're bringing her deceased mom in this, which is just so wild to me. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I understand that Becky went through a traumatic situation with Amber. I understand that she's healing from that and says that she suffers from that all the time and she doesn't want to talk about what happened between them. I totally understand. I've said this before. I'll say it again. It bears repeating. The best way to deal with a bully is to give them some of their own medicine. Amberlynn will only leave Becky's mom and Becky alone when Becky exposes her. I know that Becky doesn't want to, but in my opinion, please tell me your thoughts in the comments and Kermits and dislikes down below. I just really believe that the best way to respond to this is in the way that Amber has been dealing with it. Best way to treat a bully is just give them their own medicine. Also, I'm not like totally resistant to this idea. Some of you say this in the comments. Amber is not posting every day. She has no drama on her channel. So she's probably doing this to start drama, but it's so not the way to do it. Can you imagine if your mom, had an altercation with Destiny and Becky, yet people laughed at you being involved in this? Sick. It's because it's me. People's morals leave their body when it comes to what's right and wrong in these type of situations. It's sad, but I don't care. That is in the past, and I forgave her about 6 years ago. So no one's morals leave anywhere. Okay, so I've said this during when that topic was popular. I'll say it again. I don't believe what happened to Amberlynn was right. I may not care for a lot of Amber's actions, but nobody deserves that. And I think that obviously it's terrible that it happened to her. The people that maybe thought that it was quote unquote funny, well, they don't like you. So it's a typical thing on the internet. When people don't care for somebody, they get happy. When something bad happens to them. This is like a universal thing in life. It's not just for Amberlynn Reid. Amber, I would not focus on people that don't support you. I would focus on people that do support you. Like I've said before, it's not a good thing that happened to Amber, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. It's terrible. My question here is, how dare you bring up these two ladies that one of these two ladies let you live inside her home, Destiny's mother, and still opened up her home to you, and the other person literally, oh, wait. The other person, well, you know what? If we're gonna do this, let's do this, okay?
So if you guys didn't know, this is probably around the time that her and Becky made the video sobbing on camera and then released the GoFundMe in question.
Thing I want to do, since you just got out of surgery, I don't want to cause any more stress onto you, onto Becky, onto anyone in your family, onto myself, because that's just not going to fix anything.
This is just, it's not the time, Amberlynn. It's definitely not the time.
Just tired of the added drama onto my YouTube, and tired of the added drama onto my YouTube. And
this woman is recovering from surgery. Do you think that she really cares about your YouTube channel?
I have asked how you're doing. I have been there in that sense. And, we don't have to really go down the line of, oh, you didn't message me, because I can say the same about you, where not once have you thanked me personally for the money I was going to give you. Did
you guys hear that? She said the money that I was going to give you.
For those of you that have never heard those voice notes, I know the majority listening or consuming this video in some type of way, I know that the majority of people have heard it, but just in case you haven't, what's going on in those voice notes is Becky's mother had just gotten out of surgery, and Amberlynn was sending her voice memos, speaking to her in that way. The drama that you caused for my YouTube channel, the money that I was going to give you, Amber claims she gave her whatever money. To be honest with you, maybe she did. If you're asking for my opinion, I doubt it, because she also took away Becky's money that she owed her for like the live stream era. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. To be fair, she could have given her the money, but she says in those voice notes, the money I was going to give you. This is how Amber treated like a woman that was not well, right? And it was her partner's mom. Here's the thing. I think that this is also stemming, like Amber continuing to answer questions about people that are no longer with us, and Amber continuing to go after Becky. This is stemming from, as I've said before, my opinion, and a lot of the audience believes this too. I think that Amber thought that Becky was beneath her. She's not, okay? Everyone is worthy, and Becky is worthy, and it's obvious, like it's palpable. Amber's vibes. Look at all the older videos. Look at how she's treating her now. She believes that Becky was beneath her. So therefore, it's like an injury to the ego when Becky left her. Yes, Becky would rather leave you and live in a friend's house and eventually have a roommate than live with you and a stranger from the internet. If you're not familiar, 2 weeks after Becky broke up with Amber, Amber started up with Wifey, started a relationship, then moved Wifey, an internet stranger, into her house. I mean, I just want to ask you, if you were living with your ex, even if you broke up with him, and in about, like, I would say a month and a half, a stranger moved into your house and you were on the lease, would you feel comfortable or would you leave? So listen, there's a lot of things to unpack here. There's a lot of things going on, but in my opinion, it's just easily recounted as this. Amber, with all due respect, can you please stop talking about Becky? She asked you to stop talking about her, and now you're bringing your ex's parents into this. One of those parents you never treated well, as evidenced by those voice notes. And honestly, they're no longer with us. Can you please show some respect? Becky's mother, after having surgery for her cancer, received audio text messages from Amberlynn. I'm going to link Alex's video down below on this topic. So haven't you done enough? That's kind of like my question here. This is just my opinion. I understand that Amber is, still hurt from that time. And I do feel bad for Amber just for going through that situation with Destiny's mom, because I understand. But do you not think that it is not the best choice to bring up these ladies. They're no longer with us. And Becky asked you to stop talking about her. So now you talk about her mother that's no longer with us. I think this is, as Amber would say, disrespectful. I mean, she's never going to stop talking about Becky. Now she's bringing people that are no longer with us into this. When will it end? Only when Becky exposes her. Just my opinion. Okay, so there's one other question here that I didn't get to in Pesto Gate, where Amberlynn says she contacted a vet, which I don't believe, and all of that stuff. After her dog got into something green when she was away for hours, being driven around by mom, and it's been a real scandal for her, and she said in the last time we talked about this that she would block anyone that talks about this, but I just didn't get to this. Did you Google whether or not pesto was toxic to dogs? A caring mom would. I don't even understand, like, you know, there comes a point where reminded of a sonnet by Amberlynn Shakespeare. So what if I gaslight my audience? So what? That's what she actually said on a live stream. No, I didn't. I called the vet though because Google isn't always correct. It told me I was pregnant once. I know that you think that this is funny, Amber. I know that you think that this is funny, but it's not funny for all the reasons that people can imagine, okay? Um, I don't believe you that you called the vet. I've said everything I needed to say about Twinkie Gate. Unless you talk about it again, I've said everything I needed to say. Your audience, my audience, anyone with a functioning like idea of what is humanity understands that that's not pesto around Twinkie's eyes, and also understands that you've been covering up the situation. For example, and this is the last thing I'll say on it, unless she brings it up again, is let's just remember that she never mentioned leaving anything out and forgetting about it until it became a scandal, and until like people started asking her more and more about it. Her audience thinks she drew on Twinkie. Her audience thinks it's mom's eyeliner. Her audience doesn't buy that it's pesto. And you saying you didn't know what it was, then saying you do know what it was, then you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Okay? Next time that you all are asking her Q&As on Instagram, and please be respectful on Instagram. I always urge you to be respectful when asking. I understand you're lost, you feel confused. Ask her to tell a story backwards. See what an honest girly she is. Let's see how many honest girlies can tell a story backwards. She's making it up. I don't believe her. Now, these two questions I wanted to focus on go hand in hand with what's happening. What's a red flag that you avoid? Disrespectfulness, as Amber would say, or disrespect. And the next one is even worse than the first one. What is your favorite quality in someone when you're attracted to them? I love charming people. Let's handle the charming people first. Charm, much like being nice, is not a personality trait, but a way to get what you want. And I mean, don't get me wrong, charming and charm is a great quality to have. If you notice, a lot of online personalities come off as charming. If you notice, a lot of, celebrities come off as charming. Have you ever wondered why? My point here is this. There's one born every minute, and there are so many people that are still looking for Amberlynn to mislead her and to take her money. Here's the way that I look at this. Never ever look for nice people or charming people, because I'm telling you, it's not a personality trait. They charm you. They're nice to you. They're doing this to you to gain your trust. Has anyone ever heard of anyone being scammed by a person that was really terrible to them? It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't work that way. In order to scam you, in order to get something from you that somebody else wants from you, they have to be ultra nice, like more than ordinarily nice. They have to charm you. Charming is a way to get what you want. Actually, stay away from charming people, because if you meet a new potential love interest and they're charming you, they're doing it on purpose. Charming people have an agenda. Now, yes, I understand, to be fair, some people just are charming without trying to be. There's those type of people. But I'm not talking about those people that are just coming off as charming because, or maybe they're in a situation that they don't need anything from you. Amber hasn't figured this out yet. Nice people and charming people are trying to get something from you. It's not a personality trait, it's a device to get what you want. And I'm not surprised because I have no doubt that there have been people in her life who have charmed her out of a lot of money, and probably not even the people that we have heard of. I'm sure there's a lot of stories that she won't tell you. And Amberlynn, my advice as one girl to another, as one girly to another, as Amberlynn would say, is stay very, very far away from charming people. Okay, so as far as her not wanting to be disrespected, I mean, I take that as a joke. In general, yeah, people don't want to be disrespected, but okay. So let's go through her relationships. By the way, if you don't believe me, because I can't put Amber's clips in here from her channel, from her YouTube channel, because she goes after people and, I'm too busy to deal with her. Okay, she was really menacing to her first girlfriend, Crystal. Go ahead and look up their relationship on YouTube. There's a bunch of really concerning videos. My opinion, menacing. She was really disrespectful to Destiny by showing Destiny at all various states of undress in the lavatory, by the way. If you didn't know, on her channel, she made so much money on Destiny by just filming Destiny and titling videos about her and Destiny. Yes, to be fair, she gave Destiny some money, yes. But it's really disrespectful, aka disrespectful, to go ahead and film people in various states of undressing in the lavatory and blast it onto YouTube in monetized form. When they, now, let's just say that Destiny, right, wants to get a new job somewhere. And her employer can go to Amber's videos and see Destiny, on the toilet. Okay, do we really need to discuss Becky and how she disrespected Beck? I mean, constantly making uh, statements about Becky's weight, which I find highly irrelevant and beyond disrespectful. It's just cruel. Amber doesn't want people doing that to her, but it was okay to do that to Becky. I'm reminded of a sonnet by Amberlynn Shakespeare when they were in that pool. This is when they were still dating, and Becky was asking a question about her bathing suit. She was wearing a shirt, shorts, and Amber was like, "Yeah, I'd sit back down." Okay, okay, girl. Disrespect who? I'm telling you, a modern Hamlet she is. Ask her how she's doing. Okay, my point here is this. I'm not even gonna mention. No, yes, I will, because Evil Kermit made me. What about all the money that you made on the live streams because of Beck, and you then went ahead and didn't pay her because you needed that Netflix bill? Girl, bye. There's a lot of really bad that she's done to Becky. Currently, she's mentioning Becky's deceased mom. Do I even need to talk about the past? Okay, so, and I don't mean she's mentioning her in a way that can make Becky maybe, sympathy towards Becky. No, it's against Becky. So what I'm trying to say is you don't like to be disrespected. This is just some advice. I tried to give advice, which nobody cares or listens to, whatever. If I was somebody's friend, if I was your friend in real life, Amberlynn, I would say, in order to first get respect, you have to give it. I don't see you giving any sign of any respect in any of your relationships. Oh, and of course, let's not forget wifey. Here's how you disrespected wifey. So, I don't know if she would highly imply that wifey has certain issues with drinking water, of course. And that's disrespectful. Maybe that was supposed to be between them. Maybe it was private. She also said that she deserves more than wifey, better than wifey. Also going so far as to say that if wifey asked to get back together, she wouldn't. Yeah, how do you feel about that now? Have some more breakdowns over ramen because she ate it, or a song that you heard from, that you listened together. My point is this. Look, I want to be fair. Everybody disrespects each other in relationships sometimes. I get that. But we can only judge what we have seen from her own channel. She chose to show this. And the way that she continues to disrespect Becky is just it's wild to me. What did I say earlier? I'm gonna repeat it. My brand is to repeat. Until Becky exposes her, she will continue to disrespect her. So if you want a little respect, give a little respect, Amber. Here are some amazing, amazing, amazing questions about Amberlynn and her best friend. If you had a car and could go anywhere, where would you go? I drive to my bestie. Okay. Who is your bestie? Have we heard about them before? Nope, you haven't. I'm going to raise the same point that I do every time we talk about this. First of all, just want to be clear. There's absolutely nothing wrong with not having friends. Some people are loners, some people don't want to have friends, some people move around, some people are just close to their family, and some people get kermits and move on with their day. There's nothing wrong with having friends. I believe that there is definitely something wrong with constantly lying about it and going back and forth between lying about it and not. That's what she's doing here. For those of you that are just joining us in Medea's Kermit, basically, she says in her July video where wifey broke up with her on 4th of July, she says, I don't have a single person that I could turn to. I pretty much have no friends. Now, I understand that some friendships are formed quicker than others. And I guess, to be fair, it is possible that she found a friend from August till now. That she also said in that this best friend of hers, their souls are entangled. We love, we lost, we could have used hand massages, but Amberlynn's a la. Here's my point. If in July she's crying hysterical on YouTube and saying, I don't have a single person I could turn to during my breakup, AKA, I don't have any friends. How would you rent a car, get a car, learn how to drive, and be entangled with your souls, with your amazing best friend that no one's ever heard of if you didn't have this person in July? There can only be one reason, in my personal opinion. She's either lying back then that she didn't have anyone, which makes no sense, or she's lying now. By the way, it's not like there's no precedent. This person has monetized content stating that they enjoy not telling the truth, but deeper than that. When she was with wifey, living with wifey, for 2 years, she said that she had a lot of friends come to her house and she spent a lot of time with her friends. No, you didn't. That was a made up lie. And honestly, I will never understand the point of continuously making up stories when you yourself prove that they're not true. How do you feel seeing Tammy Slayton keeping the weight off out of rehab? Weight loss surgery changed her life, and I'm beyond proud of her. That's great. For those of you that don't know, Amberlynn said a lot of really derogatory things about the Slayton sisters that you will find. And to be fair, I believe Amy did do a parody of Amba, but a parody is not the same thing as trashing somebody. Just understand that. My opinion on this, which is all I'm sharing here, is that I don't particularly think that Amberlynn is genuine about anyone that she says positive things about. It's a temporary response until anyone dares to say anything to her. If you could find out the truth to any story, mystery, etc., what would it be and why? Did the moon landing really happen? Amberlynn, ask her how she's doing. I don't think so, but I'm willing to be proved wrong, lol.
Thanks for nothing.
That's okay, Amberlynn, sweetheart. You're proved wrong here every day on youtube.com, so you don't need to. Honestly, she has this obsession with whether or not the moon landing happened or not. Here's a wild idea. Your kitchen is on fire. That's a metaphor. What that means is things are not going according to plan in your life, and that's another euphemism. The point is you have bigger problems to worry about in your life than whether or not like the moon landing happened or not. Like, for example, here's a big problem. She recently told us a story how she's talking to this girly on the internet, and this girl and her are gonna meet up, but accidentally, but of course, that day she bumps into this stranger's best friend, and the stranger's like, oh, my best friend whoever is obsessed with you. Do you not understand? Like more than likely this is like a setup. The phone call is coming from inside the house. Rinse, lather, delusion, Kermit, repeat. How's your nose piercing? You inspired me to get one this weekend. Oh, wonderful. It's great. Doesn't hurt at all. My advice here is to definitely take care of your piercing. You've been known not to take care of yourself and just lots of different things. Please take care of your piercing. Follow all instructions. You are more beautiful than light shining on the morning dew. You inspire me always.
Let me show you how to do it.
Well, excuse me while I play the grand piano, like Sophia would say, and the Golden Girls. OMG, how sweet, thank you. these are all the women that want Amberlynn Reid. I don't know if you guys know, but she has basically said that she gets so many DMs of women asking her out. Well, I can't wait to see your new girlfriend. Everybody wants Amberlynn Reid, and but hey, it's her world. We're just telling you that she's making most of it up. Have you ever been to a concert? Oh, yes, I've been to a lot of concerts, lol. Somehow I doubt that simply because you have let us know repeatedly that you do not go anywhere, but okay. Do you regret not doing Vlogmas? This is a wonderful one. I do miss it, yes. I don't regret not doing it, though. I think it was a very good mental health choice. Translation, I don't want to be responsible for working 7 days a week like the rest of us. Some of us not only are doing quote unquote Vlogmas, but a lot of people post 7 days a week or 6 days a week on YouTube, even without the month being December. Rinse, lather, delusion, delulu, Kermit's, repeat. This is not about a mental health choice. This is about her not wanting to work. Just my opinion. Okay, I find this question to be really, really, really interesting. A lot of the times the questions that she gets seem mundane or they don't make any sense. But if you've been in the Amberverse for a little while, you'll understand that they're either trolls slash questions that I would call leading up to everybody knowing. What do I mean by that? Sometimes a person will ask her a very, very, very mundane question. Do you know Amberlynn Reid? This question will seem pointless, but I'm going to explain to you with this question what people are trying to do. And I love it. This is similar to when Amberlynn used to get like secret messages. Like she would get people like fake supporting her, and it would be like a message spelled out on her Insta DM, like save Twinkie. And then she didn't know for a while and she read it out. Okay. It is so cold where I live. How's the weather for you over there, bestie? Now, obviously, to be fair, maybe somebody really wants to ask Amberlynn about the weather. It's possible, but I don't think so, in my opinion. In the 40s and raining, I hear it outside my window right now, and it's so relaxing as I read. I finally started a book tonight. I'm telling you, an everyday Macbeth, as Amberlynn Reid. Hamlet who? Like King Lear, please. A Midsummer's Night, Kermit lies.
You're walking away from the problem?
I've been in a reading slump for months and months. Do you all remember? Y'all remember when Becky exposed her and said that she actually never actually read the books that she said that she read? It was on a live stream that Amber deleted. By the way, Amberlynn used to delete all her juicy live streams when she was making so much money from her recorded videos that she could afford to actually delete those live streams. Notice how she never deletes live streams anymore because she can't afford to lose the money. Rinse, lather, delulu. Okay. Why did I say that this question is like a trolling question? This is what I think. It's just my opinion. Please let me know in the dislikes, Kermits, and comments down below what you think. People sometimes ask her on a certain day, what is the weather? Or it's like when they asked her ex-wifey what sports she played in college. That wasn't just a random question. It was a question created to eventually figure out who wifey was. And Amber doxed wifey, if you're not familiar. As far as this is concerned, this question can be asked in order to match the Instagram story. Like, what does Amber say? I already forgot it. It was so riveting. Oh, yeah. Okay. She says it's in the 40s and raining. Let's say you see Amberlynn not in rainy weather when she's filming. You know that she's pre recording. You understand? They'll just match the date of the Instagram to whatever she was claiming she was doing. But then sometimes she lies. It's just to kind of rule out if she was pre recording or not. I love this community. Girl, I'm from Slovakia, and you wouldn't believe how many people watch you here. Oh, I love that. Thanks so much for the support. That's awesome. I'm very happy to hear that Amberlynn has a lot of fans.
Nurse, clear my schedule.
If you could have anything for Christmas, what would it be? Legos. Expert Legos. So it wouldn't be another chance at life. It wouldn't be like another chance to start all over again. Because Amberlynn recently in a video said that she wished that she, put more emphasis on health or whatever. Girl, bye. I knew you were trolling, girl. She just wants Legos. If you could have one thing for Christmas, you don't wish to do things in a different way, Amber, because you said that you do wish for that. All smoke and mirrors. Are you going to start up therapy again now that you're more settled in Oklahoma? Yes, I am. I guarantee you she doesn't have a therapist. She doesn't have any doctors, and I guarantee Twinkie doesn't have a vet yet. My personal opinion, not a fact. I think the only thing that she's sure of is where the Target is, because she's single, ready to be taken to Target. If you could gain any skill overnight, what would it be and why? I love you, by the way. I love to sing. So I'd love to wake up with the perfect singing voice. Really, that's the one skill you'd love to gain overnight. I'm just thinking practically here, not like something amazing, like being able to fly or, some, whatever. Let's think practically. So you wouldn't want, to have the skill to get any job you needed so you could leave YouTube since you clearly don't like it. I'm glad we all have the right priorities here, Amberlynn. Never change. By the way, all these praising comments, she either wrote them herself or, she has a lot of fans. And I've always said that despite me not caring for a lot of her, behavior, I do think it's good that she does have some support because it's always good to have some support. How does it feel to be mother and slay the boots every day? Haha, this made me giggle. There is no way in any universe, on any planet, that Amberlynn did not write this herself. She clearly wrote this herself. There's like a little thing, situation type deal going on in the community where a lot of people feel that she writes her own questions. I am not saying she writes all of her own questions, not even the majority, but some questions are obviously conveniently placed when there's a drama to answer it. Girl, bye. Nobody believes you. This is a good one. How do you feel knowing that the gays love you? It makes me feel good because I love the gays and I am a part of them. I just wanted to say that I am very happy that Amber accepts herself. I'm happy to hear from her that her family accepts her, and I'm glad that other people accept her. It's really terrible to go through life not loving or accepting yourself, so I'm really happy to hear this. Here's a question for Amberlynn. Why do you continuously try to form a relationship, a friendship with your ex-friend, Foodie Beauty, who has continuously said that she does not support your lifestyle? If you don't know what's going on, Amberlynn betrayed ex-bestie Foodie Beauty horribly by going into the woman's ex-boyfriend's live stream and saying that she found the guy entertaining after he really did, certain things to Foodie Beauty that were not good. Foodie Beauty trashed her a lot in live streams and they stopped being friends. Now they're both trying to regain the friendship. I just don't understand. If this woman has said that she does not support your lifestyle, why do you want to be her friend? It's a serious question to her. She won't answer it. My opinion on the rhetorical question, because I know the answer, is because she needs an ally on YouTube. Great. A person that called you liar, Lynn. Rinse, lather, Kermit's, repeat. All right, that's all I had to say about this topic. I wish everyone mentioned today all the best. Let me know what you think, thoughts, comments, Kermits. Leave them in the dislikes down below. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out this video that's popping up here. You may enjoy it. You may not enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, go make your voice heard. Dislike the video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time. Bye.
What's your name? Fred? Do you know Amberlynn Reid? Do not try to come up to me and attack. Hey. Look, all of Amberlynn's fans. Hey, don't attack. Do not attack. You threw nuts at me? Excuse me, sir. You watch YouTube? You monetized? Under the new guidelines? Excuse me. Excuse me, do not try to attack just because I'm asking you about Amberlynn Reid. Sir. You've been watching Foodie Beauty. Look at this guy. Excuse me, I'm going to expose you on YouTube so bad. Look at him. He's been exposed. He's been exposed for requesting mukbangs. It's okay. Excuse me, have you been asking Amberlynn out on dates and then catfishing her and then ghosting her? This is the squirrel that ghosted Amberlynn. See? Come right up to me. Come right up to me and admit it. Step right up and admit you ghosted Amberlynn. You ghosted Amberlynn. Look at this. Ghosting Amberlynn right in front of our eyes. Oh, maybe it was you that ghosted Amber.